but we don't need anymore, which would be this, this, and this. Oh, actually, we're gonna hold on to no, we don't need it. Don't need it. And deal. We are now going to rest.
Adventures can wait.
Now, some sort of a event should happen, I think. Or maybe not. What the? Is that a flail? A plus one. That's a +1 flail. Sitting in my office. Or in my bedroom. Oh, probably could have just sold the. Oh well. And put those away, and that's all.
I do what I must.
I don't think there's anything different. But still gotta check. Still gotta check. Make sure it's like nothing's popped up. And nothing's popped up. Okay. My kingdom is currently building. Or you have anything new to say? No, you don't. You do not have anything new to say. Oh, okay. Tavern. I definitely want to go to the tavern. Nothing from you, and we're still bugged, which kind of sucks now. Behind the inn bar stands a young woman with curly red hair, a round face, and rosy cheeks. She gives you a friendly smile, mixing her cap. It's so nice of you to stop by, Your Grace. I'm Elena, the innkeeper. Tell me about yourself. I'd be happy to, Your Grace. I love to talk, especially about myself. Well, she's self-centered. Where are you from? What land? Which family? I hail from the River Kingdoms, Artem to be precise. I'm from a farming family, like just about everybody from around there. There's more fertile land and pasture there than anywhere in the River Kingdoms, except for maybe Seven Arches. The folks who grew crops and tend cattle are well respected there, but at the same time, they live in constant danger. There's too many bad people, too lazy to work all day, but don't mind taking other people's things. Why did you decide to become an innkeeper? I was bored. Okay. And please don't get me wrong, I was fine at Father's farm, and I've got nothing but respect for farmers' work. But in our back country, you could go a half a year without seeing one new face. Uh-huh. No news, nothing happening. I've dreamed of working at an inn since I was a child. That's the kind of place where there's always lots of guests and stories. Not wrong there. 1 second, chat. Where does the inn's name come from? Oh, don't ask, it's too funny. I kept thinking about what name to pick, choosing just the right one, but not one to waste time. I drew a beer mug on the door, figured folks would just see it and come in, and so locals got used to calling it the place the Beer Mug Inn. So the name stuck. Okay. Well, tell me about the River Kingdoms. A month ago, a month wouldn't be too long enough to tell it, Your Grace. Each kingdom is a special place all its own. Elves live in one of them. Another half of the country belongs to the Murderous Guild, and the other half gives them their orders. They say they even get locals discounts. There's just one thing that unites us all, like a strong thread keeps a guild together. It's the Six River Freedoms. 6 River Freedoms? Yes, the first freedom. Say what you will, I live free. It doesn't mean you won't get beaten up for what you say, though. The second freedom, well, if you can call it freedom, oath breakers die. Those who break oaths get killed just like that, so people prefer not to make any oaths at all. Oh, so oath free. The third freedom, walk any road, afloat any river. Once the ruler of Arbor decided to build a gate across the river and collect a fee from each passing boat, well, there's no more ever. The fourth freedom is even worse than the second one. Courts are for kings. Whatever a king says goes. Well, as long as he doesn't say to build a gate across a river. Now for the fifth. Slavery is an abomination. Nothing to explain there. Runaway slaves from all over come to us for a reason. And the sixth. You have what you hold. It means that theft is a much worse crime than robbery. If you catch my drift, you not really. You can honestly beat a robber and keep what's yours, but a thief acts on the quiet. Shame on him. That's just disrespectful. Thank you, Elena. We will discuss it another time. Show us what treats you have. Oh dear God. How much money do I have? Boom. Just all of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. I definitely want the potatoes. Definitely want the meat. Oh dear, I'm gonna go bankrupt on buying food. I don't need you. I guess we'll go milk, nuts, sprout, vegetables, fruit. What to get rid of? Potion of invisibility? Castle level. Oh, that'll be useful. Large person. That'll come in handy. Aid. Here. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's used, so she's not gonna. I have 2 wands of magic missile now. I definitely gotta hold on to those. What are you? Potion of acid resistance. You know what? Take them both. Oh dear. Oh God. Reduce person? I don't think I'm actually ever going to use reduce person. At least not until I get knock knock. Ran into that problem yet. Oh? Roll of oh. Octavia might be able to learn that. Remove curse. I got 4 of those. I'm gonna hold on to that. Definitely gonna hold on to those. Okay, what is this? Shield of Faith. Okay. Caster, what's the caster? Oh, caster level 1. Boom. Take them. Don't care. Restoration level 3. Okay. Vanish. Oh, take them. Don't care. Roll touches. Oh. Don't care. Snowball. Don't care. You can take the. You can take. Oh, actually. Yeah, you could just take those. Because I'm not going to be using any form of alcohol. At least I don't think. At least I don't think. I don't believe I need those. Anyways, Corrosive Touch, yeah, we can get rid of those. You Scroll of Dooms. Yes, and yes, I'm selling a bunch of stuff so I can actually buy a bunch of food, because the food is important in this game. It really is. It's very important in this game. The Shocking Grasp. Okay, so we can just sell a simple thing. This is remove blindness, reduce person, yeah, sure, and deal. All right, got my food. Let's go. All right, now to go talk with the one lady. Okay, and boom. A tense silence hangs over the house. Kayase, your tiefling friend, emerges from the shadows, but her eyes are staring into the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. The turmoil is suddenly over, but you see fear in Kayase's eyes, her blue eyes. It's you. I wanted to say Please don't be afraid. You can tell me the truth. What's going on? The girl closes her eyes and clenches her fists, obviously in the grip of strong emotion, but one you cannot read. I knew it couldn't last forever. Why did he even make this rule if he knew it would be impossible to keep? She takes a deep breath, opens her eyes, and speaks with firm resolve. Come what may, you should know. That person who you know by the name of Kayase does not exist. My real name is Kalike, and well, it's a long story, and such stories are better told beside a welcoming fire. Will you hear me out? Fine, let's go. Welcoming fires downstairs, girl. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, it's my favorite music in this game. I love it. The girl rests her head on her arm and stares off into the distance, lost in memory. Stories by the fire, in the desert where I was born. My fondest memory. When the day is done, hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals all gather by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. All they did, all they witnessed, all they heard from other travelers, and the whispers cried by the desert wind. My sister and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of the light and warmth. We are the Hellspawn, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Kadir. Unblessed by a light of merciful Sarenrae, we grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there like orphans, all but outcast and disowned. We were 13 when we left, and set out to find happiness in the cities, and everyone we left behind sighed with relief. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Canere, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, but one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to the tired travelers and nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. The girl's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to divine Nethys, and by his mercy we now live in turns. While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, she switches places, just as you just witnessed. So this is why you didn't remember when we were talking to Jamandi Aldori. How could I remember you? I never met you at the time. That was Canary. He was the one who talked to you at the reception and helped you fight off the assassins. We usually write each other's notes, recounting in details all that happened and describing any friends that Kaese had made. But the time we switched right in the middle of a mansion engulfed in fire and filled with assassins. Nere didn't have the time to write any notes. And how is it you began to live in turns? Angelica lowers her head. This story, it's one I've never told to anyone before, no one in the whole world, and it's not easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into all the details. That's perfectly fine. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Neri was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Archdemons? Is it pronounced? I think it's pronounced demons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, but the beast was too strong for my sister, and I wasn't even there to protect her. Elike catches her breath. We just had a fight and we both did something stupid. And did some stupid things just before, but I don't want to talk about that now. Understood. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power, if only I could just get her back, and I found such a power. I was contacted by the Arcanathane, the herald of the god Nethys himself. She promised she would return Canary to life, but on two conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we would never be able to meet again, and so our new life began. Now we flee through the world guarding our secret, always introducing ourselves as Kaese, who hide that there are two of us, and we switch places with each other at random. While one lives, the other sleeps in a demi-plane, one created especially for us. And you can't control these switches? No, we can't. They happen at random, most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses us switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of traveling, but people start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth be told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever, and now the truth is finally out. What's the point? You revealed your secret to me. It means you broke one of the rules set by the deity's herald. Yes. Will you make me regret this? I felt you might be someone who can help my sister and me change our fates. What can I do to help? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Canary was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasury that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing of value in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by the Taldan raiders from a respected Kadiran temple of Nethys. It's an unusual relic called the Disc of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that was created from the shadow that hides the sun and the moon, but I don't think that could be the truth. Nethys is the god of magic who was once a mortal wizard, and relics from his temple are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. One such follower created the disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave It gave its owner control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them traveled the planes, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Canary works, and it should make our divine patron happy. Nethys and his assistants value the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. And how did this disc come to be in the Stolen Lands? It was brought here by Taldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Kadir were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the Temple of Nethys and stole the relic to sell it or secretly hoard it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin, or the kin of its 100th buyer, brought the disc to these strange lands where the Taldans had come, uninvited as usual, and which they finally vanished from with little trace. That kind of sounds, actually kind of sounds like the story of the Pearl the Conqueror. Huh. Now, you'd never guess where it begins and where it ends. Tell me about the location of the treasury. It was called Sorrowflow in the chronicle we read. It was once a Taldan town, founded by the veterans of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river, and that was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliff remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the disc of the eclipse which was kept there. They managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by the monsters and beasts that roamed the area. If this can help, then I agree. Lilike's sad eyes get a little warmer. Thank you. I will wait for you there at Sorrowflow, and please let's explore the ruins together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the Arcanathane's condition once was enough. I have no wish to anger our god so long. Okay, so now that we're in here, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm off.
But wait. Hold on a second. What? I'm supposed to find some armor in here. Hold on a second. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second, chat. Okay. Okay. That will explain it. They took that out in the patch. Because in this chest there was actually a plate of armor that apparently we won't be getting until later. Okay. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. All right, nothing new from you.
How may I serve you, your...
Nothing new from you. Anything new from Valerie? Nothing new. Okay. All right. Adjust reward. Meet the nymph of verdant chambers. We're not gonna do that yet. This we're not gonna do yet. How to build a kingdom. Add the outskirts to the barony. I don't have enough. An ancient curse. Next development in 40 days and 16 hours. Okay. Loyal servants. Some people would say that the most important position is that of the treasurer. The applicant for this position must be smart, well-educated, keen, honest, beyond a doubt. Do such mortals even exist? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Oh, right. We need to go talk with Jay Thal. Wherever she is. Where is Jay Thal? Is she in the... She's not in the tavern, is she?
I'm there.
Is she in the tavern? Oh, Jay Thal, where are you, girl? Oh, Luke. Oh, hello, sir. Oh. Check this out. Talk to him once. I'm not in the mood to talk. Talk to him twice. I don't feel well today. Talk to him the third time. My stomach is on fire. I'm pretty sure the plums are responsible. Boom. Maybe I should have washed those plums before eating them, or not even stole them in the first place. And it's getting worse. Pop. A fairy dragon. Now I want you guys to pay attention to that thing. What just happened there? Those of you who haven't seen this game before, I want you to pay attention and remember that. I got some more stuff for you, girl. And I think that's... Yeah. Oh. There. There. Is that it? There? Yes? Yes. Deal. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start off with this crew. We are gonna go ahead and explore a little bit. We're gonna go exploring. All right. Because there is much to explore. Well, now there is. I think first off, we go ahead and head up to Oleg's. Maybe the Fangberry hasn't, maybe the Fangberry hasn't, spoiled yet. Maybe. We'll find out. If it has, we can just go get a new one.
Consider me. Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Damn, go. Oh, we forgot to get their hides. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Not worried. Not worried at all.
In due time.
Hey there, Boken, about those tasks. Give moon radishes. Give fangberries. They're the right berries, but they've soured. Alright. Guess that means we need to go get more new moon radish. I mean, more new fangberries. Go get them. Wait, I have a +1 heavy shield? What? When did this happen? When did that happen? What? Rude. Rude!
Follow if you dare.
Okay, leave. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
My breath.
Oh, you'll be okay. Enter.
May we have a moment of respite?
Doot 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 doot. Gotta go back to here and grab the new fangberries.
I'm glad to help.
Wait, Tristian has higher nature than... What? Good God, he does. What? Tristian has higher nature than... What? Well, it's only by 1, but wow. That wasn't expected. I wasn't expected at all. Alright, now... Now we're ready to go ahead and deliver the Fangberries and complete this quest.